Hey guys, it's Mel. Happy Sunday. I just wanted to share it, and I'm talking low because my hubby's downstairs playing his little Xbox game, and I don't want him to hear me talking because I feel funny talking on a camera. So hopefully you can hear me. Most of you can probably relate. He knows I do videos and things like that, but I don't like to do it in front of him because he'll make me laugh. So anyway, what I want to share with you, I shared the Spellbinder trick as far as if you didn't have the smaller size or the shape to do, like where is that card? And I can show you. I don't have it right here, but the card that I did that had the little girl on it, the sassy pants girl, so like it was I had this scallop oval on the outside and I didn't have the center, so I showed you how to trace the inside and do the centerpiece. But I thought I wasn't going to show this, and I thought this might help a beginner or somebody who doesn't know this, because like I said, I love seeing these like little tips and tricks, because you learn along the way, along with watching the YouTube videos, you learn. So really fast, I wanted to share with you how to get this outer shape. So as you see, I used my Spellbinder to, this was an image from Miss Marilyn. She sent me, so I had fun. I'm up here coloring this up with my Copics. So anyway, I used my Spellbinder die, and I cut this out, and then I just inked the edges with this Memento, what is this? Lulu Lavender, just to match the purple, the lavender colors of my Copic. So once I did that, I inked it before I took the frame out, and then I had this frame. But those of you who have this particular Spellbinder die, this is the largest of the set, and a lot of times you need the largest to be able to, say for example, so here's the sheet she gave me of the stamped images, and she was so kind to space them so I could fit my Spellbinder around them. So a lot of times you need the biggest one to be able to fit your image inside, which is good that you end up being able to fit it, but bad because you don't have the where you might want to cut out one slightly larger to do a layer. So if you're running into that problem like I have, here's a little trick for you. So it's basically the same idea as with the one we did for the inside, where we traced along the inside of the die. But if you don't have, like if you used your biggest die and you don't have the next layer, what you would want to do is, I just took a piece of scrap paper, and it's all inked on the other side, and this is the one I'm going to be using to make, I'll just show you really fast. And I'm doing this one-handed because I don't have the tripod set up on my shaky table. So if, you know, whoops, I don't have it laid on there right. But so basically so that you have that layer. So what you would do is you take the same die that you used, and we're pretending that this is the color paper you want to use. So I use the green to mimic that in there. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you just lay it down on your paper, and instead of going on the inside edge, you take, and I've been using these, you don't have to have these Tim Holtz distress marker, but just using the fine tip, which looks like this. So if you have, you know, one of these Sharpie, I also have these, or if you have a really sharp pencil, you could use that. So flip your paper on the side that you don't want to use, and or unless you use a pencil and you can erase it later, but I just flip it on the other side that, you know, I don't want to use. So this is the back side of the paper. Lay it on here, and instead of tracing the inside layer, hold it down really tight and trace all the way around the outer side. So trace all the way around this outer side layer, and then this is what you'll get, and it looks, you know, kind of messy. Then you just take your scissors and you trim around it. Now once you trim around it, you're going to have just slightly, like, I don't know if this is a 1/4 of an inch or just a slight little, let me see if I can do this with my other hand. A slight little, you guys hear my husband, he's cheering on his game. You'll have that slight little layer to go around, and then what you would do is just use your, you don't have to do this, you could skip this step. So then I use my Memento bamboo leaves ink, and I just inked around the edges. So if you don't cut it perfect, the ink kind of makes it look like you did. And then you have this little layer here. So that's just a quick little tip. I hope that made sense. I really would like to have my tripod set up, but I just don't have a clear space on my craft desk. You guys know how that gets. But just wanted to share that tip with you for those of you who may not know. Sorry if you guys did, but just wanted to help, you know, those who may not know that trick. So this way it'll make your Spellbinders go a little further, or you'll be able to do another layer that you might not have been able to do if this was your largest size die. So hope that helps somebody, and I hope you guys have a nice Sunday. Bye.